morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions. Thank you again for our time together. Pray that you had a great weekend in your churches. Every weekend you need to be in the house of God. Paul was very clear in Hebrews 10, do not forsake the assembling of yourselves together, as is the habit of some. Some people make it a habit not to go to church. You need to be wherever God joined you. He joined you as a living stone, and you need to be there and be committed in Jesus' name. Right now I want us to come back to the book of Judges, chapter 13, beginning with verse 5. God is speaking to the mother of Samson. I'll start reading in verse 4. Now see to it that you drink no wine or fermented drink, and that you do not eat anything unclean, because you will conceive and give birth to a son. No razor may be used on his head, because the boy is to be a Nazirite, set apart to God from birth, and he will begin the deliverance of Israel from the hands of the Philistines. Notice, he will begin the deliverance. Now, too often, brothers and sisters, you and I, when we pray and we ask God to do something, we think that God does everything all at once. But oftentimes, you're going to find that God has a beginning, he has a middle, and he has an end. Yes, he will give the full measure of deliverance. Yes, he will do everything he has said he's going to do. But there is a beginning. Now, some of you today, you've been very discouraged because you've seen God move, but he didn't do as much as you wanted him to do right now. Would you just please relax? God's not finished. God has just begun. Just like he did here. He said, I'm going to use Samson to begin the deliverance of the people of Israel from the Philistines. He didn't say, I'm going to use him to complete it. He said, I'm going to use him to begin it. Now, brothers and sisters, when God is beginning to move in your life, don't get discouraged. When you see God begin to do things, just recognize he who began it will complete it. God is a finisher. Let me say that again. God is a finisher, but God is also a starter. So be willing to let God start to do a miracle for you, and then rejoice because you know he's going to finish it.